My apology for jumping the queue. There was somebody else supposed to speak, but Right Honorable Speaker, I am running late for my program. I'm supposed to be at Entebbe to receive our aircrafts that are supposed to do the aerial survey in the Karamoja sub-region. So this is why I asked to speak right away. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to take this opportunity, first and foremost, once again, to congratulate all of you, and specifically those that are coming to Parliament for the very first time. I have been in Parliament since 2011. I'm going for my third term, and Madam Speaker, we are here because something is wrong. Since 2011, we've never sat in such rooms, Madam Speaker, to discuss matters of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker. But some people have taken us the wrong way, and that is why we are here, Right Honorable Speaker. And this is something, Madam Speaker, as we begin our journey after the 100 years, this is something that we must clean up, and it should not happen. I have seen, Madam Speaker, foul language being used. I have seen, Madam Speaker, money being used, and you have mentioned that members of Parliament, you have given us 60 million shillings. I said, the last time I spoke in Parliament, I have never seen money being used in this race of the Speakership. We would consider one's ability, one's integrity, and honesty. But here we are, bringing the monetization of politics, which is out there, into the House. This is something, Madam Speaker, that we need to stop as the 11th Parliament and think of other ways, even if it means amending our Constitution in the way the Speaker and Deputy Speaker are elected. So be it. Parliament must be a house that must be respected. And that's what I would yearn to see, Madam Speaker. We therefore must condemn the use of money, the use of foul language in this campaign. The position of Speaker is the third in this country. And you, who has just joined Parliament, you are busy abusing the third most important person in this country. Really, is that the way that we should take? Madam Speaker, I leave that at that point. Madam Speaker, we were celebrating 100 years. I want any person here to name, in those 100 years, who has been the female Speaker? In those 100 years, apart from the Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga. Since our independence in 1962, we have had male speakers, and it was okay. But now that we have the Right Honorable Alitwala Kadaga, just after one term, they said she must leave. In 2016, other people wanted that seat. Now again, they are saying you must leave. I have heard people even saying she can be appointed vice president. Why can't those people be appointed vice president? Madam Speaker, we need to be fair to the women of this country. I know that discrimination of women started when we started misinterpreting the Bible, when God created man and then thereafter created the woman. So people believe the woman is supposed to be a helper of men. That is misinterpreting the Bible. God realized that the man could not manage all the creations And therefore, he brought the woman to help the man to manage. So we are all managers of God's creation. We are not supposed to be, because I am a woman, I must always be a deputy. That should not be the case, Madam Speaker. Where we have a strong woman who has the ability, who has the knowledge to do anything, let that woman be there. And our Constitution, Madam Speaker, is very clear. The Constitution, if I look at Objective 6, talks about gender balance and fair representation of all marginalized groups. But specifically, Objective 15 says the state shall recognize the significant role that the women play in society. And we know that women can play many significant roles. We already have the president of this country who is a man, and that cannot be changed. We already have the head of the judiciary who is a man, that cannot be changed. The only position left, ladies and gentlemen, is that of Speaker. We have Madam Alitwala Kadaga, who is capable of steering the House. So why can't we have her there? It's not written anywhere, Right Honorable Speaker. It's not written anywhere that once you are Deputy Speaker, you must be the next Speaker. It's not written anywhere. You can serve in other capacities. The fact that Alitwala Kadaga moved from Deputy to Speaker does not mean that that should be the pattern. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to plead with members of the 11th Parliament that let the voice of reason not be silenced. Let us look at this issue critically and see to it that we want to see a Speaker who can steer us to the next 2026, a Speaker who is capable and not divide this Parliament. I also believe that SEC, the members of SEC whom we elected, will actually not put aside the voice of reason and see why we need to have the number 3 of this, of our NRM party steer the House. Madam Speaker, you have not been biased. And this is what is expected of any Speaker. If I am the Speaker, if I were the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, you cannot lean to one side. You must be balanced and fair. And that's what she was doing. So why are people moving around and saying the Speaker has been hostile? She has been doing her work, which is expected of her as the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to end with a quote in the Bible, Deuteronomy 31, verses 6. Let's be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Madam Speaker, the Lord will be with you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lord will be with each one of us. Let us not shy away. Let us continue speaking, but let's avoid foul language. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.